Hello everyone and welcome once again. Active and passive voice in future perfect progressive tense. Let's start it. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Affirmative and negative sentences. So look at the first example. He will have been writing a letter for 10 minutes before, for example, he goes to bed. When we use future perfect progressive tense, we emphasize the duration of an ongoing action in the future time before something else. That's the concept of using future perfect continuous tense. So now you want to change this sentence from active to passive form. Look at the structure. At the beginning, you need subject, then three helping verbs, will, have, been. Okay, and then main verb in ing form, object, and the rest of the sentence. It's pretty easy. It's not difficult. You just need to pay close attention here. Look, the object of your active sentence becomes the subject of your passive sentence. So a letter. And again, the same three auxiliaries, will have been, will have been, will have been. But one more auxiliary is added in passive form, which is being over here. And then main verb is changed to past participle or third form. I mean, here it is in ing form, but here it is in third form. By him, the subject of your active sentence became the object of preposition. By him for 10 minutes. So this is how you say it. A letter will have been being written by him for 10 minutes before he goes to bed, for example. And now look at this negative sentence, and I've made it with be going to because you can use the helping verb will, and you can use be going to. It's up to you. I mean both ways are possible. But in negative sentence, I've used be going to. So she's not going to have been learning English for a year before she graduates, for example. You add something else. I mean, because you are trying to emphasize the duration of a continuous action before something else in the future, before a specific time or before another action. So before you may bring something like that, before 2025, before 2023, or before she graduates from university or something like that. But look at the structure. So here, I mean, obviously would be going to, I mean, used to be, I mean, stands for is, am, are. So the subject is third person singular, use is. So she is not going to, I mean, instead of will have, you say going to have been learning English for a year. Or in short form, you may say she's not going to have been learning English for a year before, something else happens, okay? She's not going to have been, or she's not going to have been. That's also possible in spoken English. And when you change it, see, the object of your active sentence, which is English here, it became the subject of a passive sentence, English. And almost the same structure is not going to have been, but one more auxiliary or helping verb is added, which is being. And then main verb is changed to past participle, third form. And the subject of your active sentence, she, became the object of preposition by her. So this is how you said English is not going to have been being learned by her for a year before she graduates from university or before she gets married or something, okay? Or in spoken English, you can say she's not gonna have been being learned. English is not gonna have been being learned by her for a year before she marries someone or something like that. Okay, now look here. Interrogatives or yes no questions. So will at the beginning, if you want to use will, auxiliary will, then subject, then have been. The other two auxiliaries come after subject, then main verb in ing form, then object. So will they have been playing football? So obviously the idea is that there's a kind of time duration, and before something else, will they have been playing football for 2 hours before the rain starts, for example, if you want to write a complete sentence. But even if the time expression duration is not mentioned, you should know that the speakers are trying to emphasize the duration of an action. The duration could be already clear, they already know about it, so therefore in spoken English, if they have a conversation, they may not use it, but you should know what the concept is here. So now again here, I mean, almost the same structure. Will football have been being played by them, let's say for an hour before the rain starts? So this is how you do it. You only add being, another auxiliary, and you change main verb from ing form to past participle, third form. So here, I mean, another example is made would be going to. So is, am, are at the beginning according to the subject. With he, she, it is. With I, it is am. And with the rest of the subjects is are, like they are. I mean, are they, or are you, or are we, or a plural noun, whatever. So look at it. Is he going to have been serving the country for 5 years before she dies, for example? Okay, so look, or in spoken English, is she gonna have been serving the country for 2 years or 3 years before she gets retired or something? Like you just add something there, after this preposition. So this is the structure: the to be verb at the beginning, then subject, going to, then have been. I mean the other two auxiliaries, then main verb and ing form. When you want to change it to passive form, almost the same structure, but there's one difference. Is the country going to have been being? This is the difference. Look, another auxiliary being is added in passive form before the main verb in third form. So served. So is the country going to have been being served by him or by her? Okay, or whatever the subject is. Okay, I mean it becomes the object of preposition here. So by him or by her for 20 years before he gets retired or something like that. Okay, so it's pretty easy. You just need to pay close attention. In passive form, you need to add being as an extra auxiliary verb, and you change main verb to past participle third form, and obviously the object of your active sentence becomes the subject of passive sentence. This is how you do it. Okay, now we have negative interrogatives. uh, Complete form first: will he not have been fixing the car? And if you want to use be going to here, is he not going to have been fixing the car? Or short form: is he not going to have been fixing the car? That's also possible. Okay, and now you want to change it to passive form. So obviously the car, which is object here, it became the subject of passive sentence. In he, that is the subject of a passive sentence, became object of preposition here. In fixing, main verb is changed to past participle third form, and one more auxiliary is added in passive form, which is being here. So pretty easy. You just need to pay attention. Will he not have been fixing the car? Will the car not have been being fixed by him? That's how you do it. Or the short form: wouldn't he have been fixing the car, or wouldn't the car have been being fixed by him? WH or information questions. So at the beginning of your WH question, you bring the WH question word, like here it is how, and then if you're trying to use be going to, so then the to be verb according to the subject is you, so are, they are, we are. But if the subject is he, she, it, then is. Okay, if the subject is, for example, I, then am. Don't forget this. You need, after WH question word, you need a to be verb according to the subject. Okay, then going to, okay, and then have been. Okay, so these two auxiliaries, then main verb in ing form, then object. So who are you going to have been how are you going to have been fixing it? Okay, so the object is it, so this object becomes the subject in almost similar structure, but with a few differences. Okay, so the first difference is that the object became the subject over here, and now you are subject of the active sentence became the object of preposition by you here. In the main verb is changed to past participle third form, and one more auxiliary being is added. That's all. These are the differences. So how is it going to have been being fixed by you? And who will you have been playing cricket with? Who will you have been playing cricket with? So now the question is about object of preposition with who. So the subject is already here. Okay, who will you have been playing cricket? And cricket is the object, and with, okay, so the question is about object of preposition. Okay, so there are two ways. The formal way: who will cricket have been being played with by you? If you wanna be just somehow informal and just like normal spoken English, so you can use this first way. So the preposition is used at the end of your question, after main verb, in third form here with. But if you want to be formal, then you take this preposition with to the beginning of your question here, and you change the word who to whom. With whom will cricket have been being played by you? So this is how you change WH information questions from active form to passive form in future perfect, continuous, or progressive tense. Thanks for watching, and have a great time for now. Bye bye.